Picture this. Margaret, a vibrant 67-year-old grandmother from Ohio, sits in her doctor's waiting room, palms sweating, heart racing. The appointment is routine, just a regular checkup, but her mind spirals through every possible worst-case scenario. Sound familiar? What if I told you that 6 months later, this same woman was teaching her own breathing workshop at the local community center, helping dozens of her peers find the peace that had eluded her for years? The transformation didn't happen through expensive therapy or complicated meditation retreats. It happened through something so simple, so accessible, that you're doing it right now without even thinking about it. You're breathing. But here's what Margaret, and perhaps you, didn't know. Most of us have forgotten how to breathe properly. And for those of us in our golden years, this forgotten art could be the key to unlocking not just relief from anxiety, but a deeper sense of calm, better sleep, improved health, and renewed joy in daily life. Today, we're going to explore something remarkable together. We'll discover why anxiety doesn't have to be an unwelcome companion in your later years, and how the simple act of conscious breathing can become your most powerful tool for living with greater peace and purpose. So take a moment right now, settle into your chair, let your shoulders relax, and join me on this journey. Because by the end of our time together, you'll have practical tools that can transform not just how you breathe, but how you experience each precious day of your life. 1. The hidden connection. Why anxiety increases with age and why it doesn't have to. Let's start with a truth that many of us know but rarely discuss openly. Anxiety often becomes more pronounced as we age. If you've noticed your worries growing louder, your sleep becoming more restless, or your heart racing over things that once seemed manageable, you're not alone. The statistics tell a story that many of us live daily. Research shows that approximately 15% of adults over 60 experience significant anxiety, though experts believe the actual number is much higher because anxiety in older adults is often overlooked or dismissed as just part of getting older. But here's the empowering truth. Anxiety is not an inevitable part of aging. It's a response to the very real changes and challenges we face. And it's something we can address with knowledge, compassion, and the right tools. Think about the layers of concern that can accumulate over the decades. Health worries that feel more pressing now than they did at 40. Financial concerns about fixed incomes and rising costs. The grief of losing dear friends and family members. Changes in independence that can feel overwhelming. Social isolation that crept in gradually, perhaps accelerated by recent world events. These concerns are valid and real. They deserve acknowledgement, not dismissal. But they don't have to control your daily experience or steal your joy. Here's where the magic of breath comes in. When we're anxious, our breathing becomes shallow, rapid, and centered in our chest rather than our belly. This shallow breathing actually signals to our brain that we're in danger, creating a cycle where anxiety feeds on itself. Our body, in its wisdom, is trying to prepare us for fight or flight, but we end up feeling trapped in a state of constant alertness that exhausts us. The beautiful thing about breathing techniques is that they work with your body's natural systems, not against them. When you consciously slow and deepen your breath, you're sending a direct message to your nervous system. All is well. You can relax now. Dr. Sarah Chen, a geriatric psychiatrist with over 20 years of experience, explains it this way. Breathing techniques are particularly powerful for older adults because they're non-invasive, free, and can be practiced anywhere. Unlike medications, which may interact with other prescriptions, breathing techniques only enhance your body's natural ability to find calm. 2. The science behind the breath. Your built-in pharmacy for peace. Your body came equipped with the most sophisticated pharmacy in the world, your own nervous system. Every time you take a conscious, deep breath, you're activating what researchers call the rest and digest response, technically known as the parasympathetic nervous system. Let me paint a picture of what happens in your body when you practice proper breathing. As you inhale slowly and deeply, your diaphragm, that dome-shaped muscle beneath your lungs, moves downward, creating space for your lungs to fully expand. This movement massages your heart and stimulates the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain to your abdomen like a superhighway of calm. When the vagus nerve is activated, it releases a cascade of beneficial chemicals. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure decreases, stress hormones like cortisol begin to diminish, while feel-good chemicals like serotonin increase. Your digestive system, which often shuts down during stress, begins to function optimally again. But here's what makes this even more remarkable for those of us in our golden years. Regular breathing practice actually strengthens your vagus nerve over time, making it easier to access this state of calm when you need it most. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Gerontology followed 200 adults over age 60 who practiced breathing techniques for just 10 minutes daily. After 8 weeks, participants showed not only reduced anxiety levels but improved sleep quality, better cognitive function, and increased feelings of life satisfaction. Dr. Michael Rodriguez, who led the study, noted something particularly exciting. The participants didn't just feel better during their breathing practice, they carried that sense of calm and resilience into their daily activities. They reported feeling more confident, handling challenges, and more connected to their own sense of inner strength. This isn't just about managing anxiety. It's about reclaiming your power to influence how you feel, moment by moment, breath by breath. 3. The 4-7-8 technique, your gateway to instant calm. Now, let's dive into our first practical technique. I want to introduce you to what many call nature's tranquilizer, the 4-7-8 breathing pattern. This technique, adapted from ancient yoga practices, has been scientifically validated to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation in just a few minutes. Here's how it works, and I encourage you to try it along with me. Step 1, get comfortable. Sit in a chair with your back supported, or lie down if that's more comfortable. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. This helps you feel the difference between shallow chest breathing and deep belly breathing. Step 2, exhale completely. Before we begin the pattern, exhale all the air from your lungs through your mouth, making a gentle whoosh sound. This clears out any stale air and prepares your body for the fresh oxygen to come. Step 3, the 4-7-8 pattern. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Let your belly rise as you breathe in slowly and deeply. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just breathe in naturally for the count of 4. Hold your breath for 7 counts. This is where the magic happens. During this pause, your body absorbs the oxygen and begins to activate the relaxation response. Maybe exhale through your mouth for 8 counts. Let the air flow out naturally, making that gentle whoosh sound. Feel your belly fall as you release not just the air, but any tension you've been carrying. Repeat this cycle 3 more times for a total of 4 complete breaths. The beauty of this technique is its simplicity. The specific timing isn't as important as the rhythm. Breathing in, holding, and releasing in a pattern that feels comfortable for you. If 4-7-8 feels too long, try 3-5-6 or even 2-3-4. The key is the ratio: a short inhale, a longer hold, and an even longer exhale. Margaret, whom we met at the beginning, discovered this technique during a particularly anxious period when her husband was in the hospital. She told me, "At first, I thought it was too simple to work, but when I practiced it in the hospital waiting room, something shifted. The tight knot in my chest began to loosen. For the first time in weeks, I could think clearly and be present for what really mattered. 4. Box breathing, the military secret for staying cool under pressure. Our next technique comes from an unexpected source. Navy SEALs and other elite military units use this method to maintain clarity and calm in high-stress situations. If it can help someone stay focused during combat, imagine what it can do for everyday anxiety. Box breathing, also called square breathing, is beautifully balanced and rhythmic. Think of drawing a square with your breath. Each side of the square represents a different phase of breathing, and each side is equal in length. Here's how to practice box breathing, the 4 equal sides. Inhale for 4 counts. Breathe in through your nose, filling your belly. Hold for 4 counts. Pause comfortably, feeling the fullness. Exhale for 4 counts. Release through your mouth or nose. Hold empty for 4 counts. Rest in the natural pause before your next inhale. Start with 4 counts for each phase, but feel free to adjust to 3 or 5 counts if that feels more natural. The goal is consistency, not perfection. What makes box breathing particularly powerful for seniors is its predictability. When anxiety makes everything feel chaotic and uncertain, having a steady, reliable pattern can be deeply soothing. You're creating a rhythm that your nervous system can sync with, like a gentle metronome for your mind. Try this now. Place your feet flat on the floor, rest your hands comfortably in your lap, and breathe through 1 complete box with me. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, D3. Exhale. 2. Hold more. Notice how even 1 cycle can create a sense of spaciousness, a momentary pause in the mental chatter that often accompanies anxiety. Dr. Emily Watson, a respiratory therapist who specializes in working with older adults, shares this insight. Box breathing is particularly effective because it engages both sides of the brain. The left side appreciates the structure and counting, while the right side responds to the rhythm and flow. This whole brain approach often provides faster relief from anxious thoughts. 5. The 2-to-1 breath, ancient wisdom for modern peace. Sometimes the most profound techniques is also the simplest. The 2-to-1 breath, rooted in yoga traditions that are thousands of years old, operates on a beautiful principle. Making your exhale twice as long as your inhale naturally activates your body's relaxation response. This technique is particularly wonderful for seniors because it's completely adaptable to your lung capacity and comfort level. Whether you can comfortably inhale for 3 seconds or 6 seconds, the ratio remains the same and the benefits are equally powerful. Here's the gentle approach. Start by breathing naturally and notice your normal rhythm. Don't try to change anything yet. Just observe how you naturally breathe when you're relaxed. Now begin to lengthen your exhale slightly. If you naturally inhale for 3 counts, try exhaling for 6. If you inhale for 4, exhale for 8. The key is finding a rhythm that feels sustainable and comfortable, not strained or forced. A practical example. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 8 counts. Continue for 5 to 10 breaths. What's happening physiologically is fascinating. The extended exhale stimulates the vagus nerve more strongly than the inhale, essentially telling your body, it's safe to relax now. Your heart rate naturally slows during the exhale, and by lengthening this phase, you're spending more time in the calm state. Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher, discovered this technique during a period of intense worry about his health. I started using the 2-to-1 breath while lying in bed at night when my mind would race with worries, he shared. Within a few weeks, not only was I falling asleep faster, but I found myself naturally breathing this way during the day when something stressful happened. It became my go-to tool for staying centered. 6. Belly breathing, returning to your natural state. Here's a truth that might surprise you. You were born knowing how to breathe perfectly. Watch a baby sleep, and you'll see their little belly rising and falling with each breath. No tension in the shoulders, no rapid chest breathing, just natural, deep, nourishing breaths. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned to breathe up instead of down. Stress, worry, and the habits of daily life shifted our breathing from the deep belly breathing of our youth to the shallow chest breathing that can actually increase anxiety. Belly breathing, also called diaphragmatic breathing, is simply a return to your body's most natural and efficient way of getting oxygen. It's like coming home to yourself. Here's how to rediscover this natural gift. Finding your breath. Lie down comfortably or sit in a supportive chair. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, just below your rib cage. This simple hand placement will become your teacher. The practice: breathe normally and notice which hand moves more. If the hand on your chest is doing most of the moving, that's perfectly normal. We'll gently guide your breath back to your belly. Now, imagine there's a balloon in your belly that you want to inflate slowly and gently. As you inhale, let that imaginary balloon expand, pushing your belly hand outward. The chest hand should barely move. As you exhale, let the balloon deflate naturally and feel your belly hand fall back toward your spine. Making it easier. If this feels challenging at first, try lying down with a light book or small pillow on your belly. Breathe to make the book rise and fall gently. This visual feedback can help retrain your breathing muscles. The beautiful thing about belly breathing is that you can practice it anywhere, sitting in your favorite chair, lying in bed, even standing while waiting in line at the grocery store. It's a portable peace practice that goes with you wherever life takes you. Martha, a 69-year-old grandmother, told me about her experience. I realized I'd been holding my breath without knowing it, especially when I was worried about my grandchildren or dealing with doctor appointments. Learning to breathe into my belly was like giving myself permission to relax again. Now, when I feel that familiar tightness creeping in, I just put my hand on my belly and breathe. It's like having a reset button for my nervous system. 7. Progressive muscle relaxation with breath, the full body reset. Sometimes anxiety doesn't just live in our minds. It takes up residence in our bodies as well. Tight shoulders, clenched jaw, tense neck muscles, and that overall feeling of carrying the weight of the world can become so familiar that we don't even notice it anymore. Progressive muscle relaxation combined with breathing creates a powerful 1-2 approach. While your breath calms your nervous system, the muscle relaxation releases physical tension you may have been carrying for months or even years. The gentle approach. Find a comfortable position where you can relax completely. This works beautifully in bed before sleep, in a comfortable recliner, or even sitting in a supportive chair. We'll start at the top of your head and work our way down, pairing breath with gentle muscle awareness. The head and face. Take a deep breath in, and as you do, gently scrunch up your forehead and eyebrows. Hold for just a moment, then breathe out and let all that tension melt away. Feel your forehead become smooth and relaxed. Breathe in again, this time gently closing your eyes a bit tighter. Then breathe out and let your whole face soften. Your eyes, cheeks, even your jaw. The shoulders and arms. These areas hold so much of our daily stress. Breathe in and gently lift your shoulders towards your ears. Then breathe out and let them drop completely. Feel the relief as the weight literally falls away. Continuing down the body, move through your arms, hands, chest, back, and legs in the same way. Breathe in with gentle awareness. breathe out with complete release. The magic isn't in creating more tension, but in noticing the contrast between holding and letting go. Often, we don't realize how much tension we're carrying until we experience what true relaxation feels like. A personal touch. You don't need to tense every muscle group if that's uncomfortable. Simply breathing while bringing gentle awareness to each part of your body can be equally effective. The goal is to create a conversation between your breath and your body, allowing them to work together toward relaxation. 8. Breathing through daily challenges. Real-life applications. Learning breathing techniques is wonderful, but the real transformation happens when you can use them in the moments that matter most, when anxiety tries to steal your peace during everyday life. Let's explore how to weave these practices into the fabric of your daily experience. Before medical appointments. Medical appointments can trigger anxiety even in the calmest among us. Arrive 10 minutes early and use this time for box breathing in the waiting room. The predictable rhythm can help counter the unpredictability of health concerns. During sleepless nights, when your mind races at 2 a.m. with worries about tomorrow or regrets about yesterday, the 4-7-8 technique can be your pathway back to rest. Practice it being down. And don't worry if you fall asleep mid-technique. That's actually the goal. When receiving difficult news, life brings challenges at every age. When faced with difficult news about health, family, or changes in your circumstances, belly breathing can help you stay present and respond rather than react. Take 3 deep belly breaths before speaking or making decisions. Social situations. If social anxiety has grown stronger with age, use the 2-to-1 breath discreetly in social situations. No one will notice you're breathing a bit more slowly, but you'll feel more centered and confident. During family stress, watching adult children struggle or worrying about grandchildren can create intense anxiety. Practice progressive relaxation with breath when these worries feel overwhelming. You can better support others when you're coming from a place of calm rather than anxiety. Financial worries. When bills pile up or economic news creates fear about your financial security, use breathing techniques before reviewing finances or making money-related decisions. A calm mind makes better choices than an anxious one. Eleanor, an 81-year-old widow, shared this beautiful insight. I used to think I had to solve all my worries before I could feel peaceful. Now I realize that finding peace first actually helps me handle my concerns more wisely. Breathing doesn't make my challenges disappear, but it gives me the strength and clarity to face them. 9. Creating your personal breathing practice, a sustainable approach. The most beautiful breathing technique in the world won't help you if you don't use it regularly. But here's the good news. Creating a sustainable practice doesn't require hour-long meditation sessions or perfect adherence to complicated schedules. Start small. Think big. Begin with just 2 to 3 minutes of breathing practice each day. You might choose to do this with your morning coffee, before your evening news, or as part of your bedtime routine. Consistency matters more than duration. Anchor your practice. Attach your breathing practice to something you already do daily. This might be 3 deep breaths before getting out of bed each morning, box breathing while your coffee brews, 4-7-8 breathing before sleep each night, belly breathing during commercial breaks of your favorite TV show. Create environmental cues. Place a small note on your bathroom mirror, your coffee maker, or your bedside table. Just the word breathe or a simple drawing of lungs. These gentle reminders help establish the habit without creating pressure. Be gentle with yourself. Some days you'll remember your breathing practice, and some days you won't. Some days it will feel transformative, and other days it might feel routine. Both experiences are perfectly normal and valuable. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Track your experience. Consider keeping a simple breathing journal. Just a few words about how you felt before and after your practice can help you notice patterns and stay motivated. You might write something like, worried about doctor visit, did 4-7-8 breathing, felt more prepared and calm. Adapt as needed. Your breathing practice should evolve with you. If sitting upright becomes uncomfortable, practice lying down. If counting becomes difficult, focus on the rhythm instead of exact numbers. The techniques should serve you, not the other way around. 10. The ripple effect. How your calm impacts others. One of the most beautiful aspects of developing a regular breathing practice is how it extends beyond your own peace of mind. When you're calmer and more centered, it affects everyone around you in positive ways. Family relationships. When you approach family interactions from a place of calm rather than anxiety, conversations become more productive and loving. Your adult children may notice that you seem more at peace, which can ease their worries about you. Your grandchildren, with their incredible sensitivity to emotions, will feel safer and more relaxed in your presence. Community connections. Anxiety can make us withdraw from social connections. But as you develop greater emotional regulation through breathing, you may find yourself more willing to engage with friends, neighbors, and community activities. This increased social connection then further supports your mental and emotional well-being. Healthcare interactions. When you're calmer during medical appointments, you are better able to communicate with healthcare providers, ask important questions, and make informed decisions about your care. Many seniors report that their breathing practice has improved their relationship with their medical team. Modeling for others. Your peers are watching, even if subtly. When they see you handling stress with grace and maintaining your sense of humor and joy despite life's challenges, you become a source of inspiration. Some of the most powerful teachers are those who lead by example rather than words. James, a 74-year-old retired engineer, discovered this ripple effect unexpectedly. I started breathing techniques just to help with my own anxiety about my wife's dementia diagnosis. But I noticed that when I stayed calm, she seemed calmer too. Now I do my breathing practice, not just for me, but for both of us. It's become a gift I give to our relationship every day. 11. Beyond anxiety, the unexpected benefits of conscious breathing. While we've focused on breathing techniques as tools for managing anxiety, the benefits extend far beyond emotional regulation. Regular breathing practice can enhance many aspects of your health and well-being in ways that might surprise you. Improve sleep quality. Many seniors have discovered that their breathing practice naturally improves their sleep. The relaxation techniques help you fall asleep faster, and the parasympathetic activation promotes deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. Better cognitive function. Deep breathing increases oxygen flow to the brain, which can enhance memory, concentration, and mental clarity. Some practitioners report feeling more mentally sharp and better able to handle complex tasks. Enhanced immune function. Chronic stress and anxiety can suppress immune function, but regular breathing practice helps restore balance to your immune system. This can mean fewer colds, faster healing, and better overall health resilience. Improved digestion. The parasympathetic nervous system, activated through breathing practice, also controls digestion. Many people find that their digestive issues improve when they practice regular breathing techniques. Better blood pressure control. The relaxation response triggered by conscious breathing can help regulate blood pressure. While breathing techniques shouldn't replace medical treatment, they can be a valuable complement to your healthcare plan. Increased energy. Paradoxically, the calming effects of breathing practice often lead to increased energy. When you're not constantly running on stress hormones, your body can function more efficiently, leaving you feeling more vibrant and alert. 12. When to seek additional support. Knowing your limits. While breathing techniques are powerful tools for managing anxiety, it's important to recognize when additional support might be helpful. These practices work beautifully as part of a comprehensive approach to mental health, but they're not meant to replace professional care when it's needed. Consider reaching out to a healthcare provider if your anxiety significantly interferes with daily activities or relationships. You experience physical symptoms like chest pain, severe shortness of breath, or heart palpitations. You find yourself avoiding activities you once enjoyed due to anxiety. Sleep problems persist despite consistent breathing practice. You have thoughts of hopelessness or despair. Finding the right support. Many healthcare providers now recognize the value of complementary approaches like breathing techniques alongside traditional treatments. Don't hesitate to discuss your breathing practice with your doctor. They may be impressed by your proactive approach to managing anxiety. Therapists who specialize in working with older adults can help you develop additional coping strategies while supporting your breathing practice. Many now offer telehealth options, making mental health support more accessible than ever. Support groups and community. Sometimes the most healing happens in community with others who understand your experience. Look for anxiety support groups specifically for seniors, or consider starting a breathing practice group at your local community center, library, or place of worship. Remember, seeking additional support is a sign of wisdom and self-care, not weakness. The strongest people are those who know when to ask for help. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. You now have a toolkit of powerful, scientifically backed techniques that can help you find calm in the midst of anxiety's storm. But more than that, you've discovered something profound. You have within you, right now, everything you need to influence how you feel, moment by moment, breath by breath. The 4-7-8 technique that can serve as your natural tranquilizer. Box breathing that brings military-grade calm to civilian worries. The 2-to-1 breath that activates ancient wisdom for modern peace. Belly breathing that returns you to your most natural state. Progressive muscle relaxation that releases tension you didn't even know you were carrying. These aren't just techniques, they're invitations to a different way of being in the world. A way that honors your wisdom while nurturing your peace. A way that acknowledges life's challenges while refusing to let them steal your joy. Margaret, whom we met at the beginning of this journey, would want me to tell you this. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. One breath at a time, one day at a time. You can reclaim your sense of inner calm and rediscover the joy that is your birthright at any age. Your breath has been with you since your very first moment on this earth, and it will be with you until your last. What a beautiful companion to have on this journey of life. One that can bring you peace whenever you need it, wherever you are. So I invite you to begin today. Choose one technique that resonated with you and try it now. Feel your breath slow, your shoulders relax, your mind quiet. This is your power. This is your peace. This is your gift to yourself and everyone whose life you touch. Take a deep breath with me now. Breathe in possibility. Breathe out anxiety. Breathe in peace. Breathe out fear. Breathe in the joy of this moment, right here, right now. Your journey to peaceful breathing and peaceful living begins with this very breath. Your next steps. 1. Choose one breathing technique to practice daily for the next week. 2. Set a gentle reminder to practice at the same time each day. Notice how you feel before and after your practice. Be patient and kind with yourself as you develop this new habit. 5. Share this gift with someone you love. Remember, every master was once a beginner, and every expert was once a novice. Your breathing journey starts wherever you are, And every breath is a step toward greater peace, health, and joy. Breathe well, live well, and embrace each precious day with the calm confidence that comes from within.